Welcome back. It's Ace Attorney time.
Hell yeah.
I remember what we're doing, and I think I have an idea.
Are you gonna pray?
Oh, Mother!
Father, pray for me.
I think I know what we need to do, but I'm not positive. Okay, do you remember everything that was going on?
I think so. This is basically the prosecution was like, Emma, you gotta tell them all the shit that we found, and
Yeah.
she's like, reluctantly.
We're arguing forensic evidence, and the prosecution's motive, quote unquote, based on purely based on the forensic evidence that's provided and conjecture on his part. But you know, the judge doesn't give a shit about the prosecution conjecture. But whatever. The thing is that he was like real caught up on this tape, that glowy tape. He was like, somebody moved it. It had to have been Trucy. And I was like, but here's my thought. And
Okay, I remember. Yeah, I remember the glowy tape.
we have, I believe. Let me check. We have evidence. I think. Oh shit. That says that Bonnie. Not that one.
Oh, that Bonnie made the mistake?
Yes, this one. Trucy moved the stage lifts to cover for Bonnie's mistake. Bonnie definitely messed up. We know that. So,
But does it have to do with the sticky tape?
well, it has to do with which.
It does have to do with the stage lifts.
But the stage lifts had to be moved because he went up the wrong entrance because of Bonnie's mistake.
Okay.
So I think this is the starting point.
Okay.
So,
I think that is valid. I would think that was the starting point as well.
I think my thingies are wrong. Shit.
Oh no, are the buttons not working?
Maybe they're not right. No, but I had them specifically set up for this part. Whatever. I'll fix that later.
Daytag steals the notebook the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal his secrets. On tape.
Shit.
So do you think that statement?
Maybe, but now I'm confused because Trucy's prints are on the tape.
But she could have moved it for like a safety hazard thing.
Could have, but
But is there anything that we have that's more concrete on why she would have moved the tape?
this is real basic. Ah, shit.
Don't look so sad, Emma. You're too pretty.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we also have this unknown set of fingerprints. That'll come in much later, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Trucy wore gloves.
Yeah.
She couldn't have had fingerprints on anything. She was wearing gloves the whole time.
Yeah. You're stupid.
Maybe this is what we're supposed to do then. I think so, right? It explicitly says in this piece of evidence that's the fingerprinting data that, like, she couldn't have left prints.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. That's probably the first step.
Hold it! Oh shit, no, damn it. Hang on, we already, or did we? I'm pretty sure we did. We went through everything.
Yeah.
Alright, back to where we were. Yay, thanks Daniel. I was worried about that. I was trying to listen to the menu music beforehand to make sure that it didn't have that weird audio glitch I had last time. Sorry about that, by the way. Is the volume okay? Just let me know. Also, hi Daniel, I love you.
Daniel, I love you.
This one. We're gonna go with...
Objection!
Yes!
Yes.
High five.
I'm sorry, Detective Sky. There's a flaw in your testimony.
Oh, really?
The prosecution is claiming that Ms. Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time.
It doesn't?
Please consider the fingerprinting results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on or in it.
That's true. We didn't find any of her prints on that coffin. Huh?
I think you've realized what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Ms. Wright left prints on the tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. Because she was wearing gloves during the show.
Duh. Oh! Yeah!
She must have left the prints sometime before the show started.
It just made me think of that anime. Oh! Quattro! Look at that frog car.
In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. Prosecution's investigation was insufficient.
Oh, why?
I don't know whether to feel insulted or excited.
Definitely excited. On a personal level, I'm very happy about that.
Well, prosecutors on my, if the defense's argument is true, well, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim.
I see. The defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a steamboat at any point. Come on, you can butt me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you?
Stag beetles are awesome.
Spike.
Would that really be any better?
Yes. Of course, way better. Stag beetles are cool. With the huge mandibles of theirs.
Yeah, they're awesome.
If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot.
I want to be that stag beetle.
Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim. The victim stood while using the tape as a guide and entered the coffin on the stage.
True.
The accused then thrust her sword into that said coffin with the victim in it.
So, what you're saying is, the fact remains the victim was stabbed to death. Basically.
Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case.
Are you not trying to go for the premeditated angle, right? Tell me you're not.
Oh, he definitely is. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then the victim's death could have been accidental.
Oh, so you're just reversing back to what we initially thought. That's still basic as fuck, my dude. I'd love to see Apollo as a stag beetle flipping people.
If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter.
I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, or they could plead extenuating circumstances. And the severity of the crime could be mitigated.
Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident?
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. That, like, little blink and, like, kind of smirk he just did was real cute.
Oh yeah, no, he's adorable.
He's too pretty for his own good.
This is it. The all-important question. The defense argues that Mr. Reyes' death was murder.
It was still murder, I'm pretty sure.
It was moida.
It was moida.
It was moida. Definitely not an accident. The defense maintains. Sorry, I forgot who I was for a second. The defense maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident, but a murder. What's more, we believe it was committed by a third party.
A third party? As in, the true culprit is someone else?
Fuck yeah, I do. I mean, yeah.
I mean, isn't that always how it is in Phoenix, right?
Daniel
I
says,
guess? I thought it looked kind of loud. I fixed it!
That is quite a brazen claim to make, and one wholly without grounds.
Look at that butterfly.
Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly and intense.
Okay, that's a good burn, though.
It is. And that sigh, too. Bitch!
I know. This boy is real fucking shady, and I kinda love it.
Surely you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life. Been demoted to a vegetable?
Wow. I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant.
In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim. I'm unimpressed.
Oh.
Alright, but before I give it, there's one question that we need to address.
Oh.
The victim was killed by some third party. Then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death.
Oh.
If that's the case, then how did we wind up with the dead body inside the coffin?
Is it okay now, Daniel?
That's a very good question. Normally, I wouldn't even let you think about that. I would just be like, you've got to prove there was a third party first. Well, let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin?
It was magic! Obviously, it was a magic.
Who's... I think he was killed under mistake.
It could be. We didn't get the chance to pull a lot of stuff understage, like...
Oh, wait, can we still look at evidence right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the evidence.
Because the coffin had weird prints on it.
That's what I was about to say. The coffin had weird prints on it, but I want to see where those prints were. Prints
on the top
lid
panel.
and on the top panel. And then Mr. Reyes' palm prints were reversed.
Backwards, yes. Yes.
So,
Like that.
yeah. So maybe in the coffin.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Just not at that time.
Yeah. I suppose the victim might have been killed inside the coffin. Exactly. And who was the one who thrust the sword into the coffin?
Wait,
It was
what?
Miss Right of Ah! Your Honor, it would appear the defense has finally given up. Please render your verdict.
That sounds like somebody who's fast print.
Hold it!
Now wait just a minute. I said might have been. I didn't say definitely was.
Did you really think such verbal acrobatics would get you off the hook?
I guess he didn't die in the coffin after all.
Oh, if only I could have stuck the landing better. See, that's the thing with Phoenix Wright, is sometimes it's the obvious answer, but sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not. It's true. I'm gonna go with this.
It's magic.
God, stop that.
What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go?
It's morbid, but it's possible.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. He just would have been like stab, right into the cause
Well,
of death.
it was supposed to be a foam sword anyway, stab him.
How do you respond, Prosecutor Sanpai?
That is the third time.
The third time of what?
Ooh.
The fuck? What the heck is this? Fucking ninjutsu. Okay.
Oh, well.
Ah! My head! What do you think you're doing? Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times.
Is that a fucking play on the, like, only Buddha can be expected to wait 3 times or something like that?
Maybe. Since you never learn, you needed to be punished.
Also, I just want to say that Buddha's an asshole.
Oh yeah, Buddha is an asshole.
So he can wait as many times as I damn need him to.
Yeah. Ask me about the Buddha. Why don't you let me worry about what I need and don't need? It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim.
It's what I want.
You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing.
Pride is a sin, you know.
Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon. A sermon? Ow! There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Kuronism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake.
Wow. I don't know if that's possible, but...
I'm losing my patience with you again, mister. You cute, but...
Only Apollo can wait 3 times. Really? That's insane.
A cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right?
No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within.
Is that part right? True.
Just great! And in this case, you are that frog defense. What exactly is your point, anyway? Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who, then, had the opportunity to do so during the show?
I don't know. Bonnie's twin?
Let's see, the people in the show were... Bonnie DeFame, the victim, Mr. Reyes, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie DeFame was on stage throughout the entire show,
I mean, one of them was.
as easily confirmed by the footage from the show.
I feel like even if I didn't already know this before we started, and this is one of the few spoilers that I do know,
Yeah.
because I don't know any other spoilers for this game,
Right.
except I saw one image of the 2 of them together. I still would have gotten it at this point.
Oh, yeah,
They
no,
make it real obvious.
Yeah, no, they've made it real obvious that they're twins.
So, like,
Even before now,
there was, like, that scene where
Yeah.
they were like, oh, her whole personality is totally changed.
Well, there was,
It's
like, another thing,
precedented.
too, with, like, voice. Like, I think her twin was talking to the producer dude downstage, and they
Yeah.
were like, I don't recognize that other voice, but it looks like Bonnie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's precedented with the whole Iris and Dahlia thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just want to strangle you.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
It's very obviously twins at this point.
Hi, Zarko.
Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright.
Sure, whatever.
Now, do you see?
No.
The accused killed Mr. Reyes as he waited on standby in the understage passage, and then placed his dead body in the coffin above.
To display it in front of hundreds of people, instead of hiding it under stage.
Thus making the murder look like an accident. No!
Totally logical.
O great merciful Holy Mother, thus another putrid believe I swallowed this trick question whole.
Or, you know, like at all. I don't buy it.
Also, Buddha was a dick.
Buddha was a dick.
I bet your merciful mother's a dick, too.
We're doing great, Zarko. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Oh, shit. Yeah, it's my waifu to the rescue.
Yes, she's so cute. Look at her go.
Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here.
Athena, what are you?
There's something I want to point out, Apollo.
I mean, go for it. And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in...
Countenance? You strike me as somebody with their head too far up their ass. Anyways, I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same.
And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity?
I most certainly would! Widget, get the fuck out. It's time to go.
It's time to read this bitch.
You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't know where this is going either, but trust me.
Clearly, surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send this little child's guardian to come take her home.
Hold it!
What are you, like a year older than her?
But I'm not done with my sermon. Also, you can go fuck yourself, basically.
You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sadmahi, you know.
Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, his body would have had been hauled up on the stage, right? Which normally wouldn't be a problem for any, like, other type of girl, but Trucy is really petite and doesn't have, like, a lot of muscle mass to her.
Yes.
So if that's where we're going with this, it's an argument that can be made in this case.
Well,
because
it's
Trucy's very petite and has, like, no muscle strength.
Well, it also can be made because Trucy is a young girl and this is a grown man.
Yes. And also, she's very slender. She
Yes.
doesn't have that much muscle to her. She couldn't probably lift much. Not to say, like, if it was some other bitch named maybe Sid, I don't know. I mean, we've all seen muscly bitches, but Trucy is not a muscly bitch.
No. I'm just saying, females can be
Athena
strong.
could probably do it. Athena can fucking flip a dude.
I know.
Like, that was our introduction to Athena, was her just fucking, like, actually, tossing a dude.
Females, non-gender specific, and males can all be strong.
And real weak. Like,
And real weak.
probably like Trucy. Hi, Garbage Chan.
Ms. Wright is... Oh, that's...
Yeah, Miss Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that.
Yep.
She couldn't possibly have hefted that large body up and put it in the coffin.
That
Like,
is true.
I could have done it, but not her.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm the murderer, but you know.
That's true. It does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant.
That is true.
I don't even think I could do it, honestly.
What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's the child now?
In my religion, the priestesses of Pyrrhonism are revered as the pillars of our beliefs. So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. Oh, right?
When you preface
When
a
you
statement
preface
with
a statement like that, dog. I'm
Alright.
just saying.
You know what? I'm gonna let him say it, but... you know, you're not off to a great start, my dude.
You're not. You have pretty eyelashes, but they ain't that pretty.
Oh, shit. Oh, snap. We're gonna, play Resident Evil 2 Remake pretty soon, I think. I started playing it. It's really, really fucking creepy.
Just because you know how to do that pretty fishtail braid hair with your extensions and whatever.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know how to do that. His eyes real pretty, too, but, like, they're not that
It's the
pretty.
lashes.
Yeah, the brows is
The
pretty
brows
good.
is good.
Yeah.
The brows is good. Can't slay him on the brows.
Damn it, Nems.
Can't slay him on the brows. The brows is good.
I was just asking Sid's expertise.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I'm just saying, bitch, obviously you wearing extensions and you ain't fooling nobody.
Nah, that's true.
And your eyelashes is pretty, but they ain't that pretty.
Yeah, they're not that pretty. Anyways, yeah, and how is your scarf floating? How?
He's got a fan underneath him.
That would be amazing, actually. Like, if you were that extra to walk into a courtroom and have a fucking fan under you to get this anime bullshit happening.
Yes, he's standing on top of a fan.
That would be incredible. I would actually give props for that amount of effort in a court of law. Anyways, I hope you have a super fun time axe throwing. I would love to go axe throwing, because axe throwing is one of those things you don't actually have to be strong for. It's about technique.
It is about technique. But I would also love to do it because it would make me feel manly as fuck.
I would like to do it just for fun, and it would probably be a good way to let off some steam and terms of aggression, which is very repressed in me. Anyway.
Also, you know what other forms of exercise are really fun and silly that I'm gonna promote right now? And fucking come at me. I love trampoline parks.
Oh, have you been to Flip and Fly yet?
I haven't been to Flip and Fly yet, but I want to.
Flip and Fly is dope from what I've heard.
I really want to go. I really want to go to Flip and Fly. I have been to the other one. Defy Gravity.
Everybody come down to Wilmington and go to Flip and Fly.
I've been to Defy Gravity several times, actually. I fucking love trampoline parks. They're super fun, and they're good exercise.
Yeah.
So don't come at me with the that's for kids bullshit.
I always think of it as people being like, oh, that's for hipsters or whatever. It's whatever.
Whatever, it's fun!
And it's good for you.
It's good for you and it's fun.
Don't judge people. Anyways.
I also think highly of the female perspective.
It's true because I said it just now. Says the man who called this fair maiden a little child.
Yeah, you are a fair maiden. I'm not gonna read that sentence. That sentence ain't true.
I know, right? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Read your line, bitch.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that I was this bitch.
How could you forget? He's anime as fuck. That's not me. I ain't no Bishonen.
I agree that your point is worth discussing, defense. How indeed was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused Trucy Wright, that is.
You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that even be possible.
But of course.
Don't bring up the lift. That's not how you put someone into a coffin.
There is a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up.
By itself. It still doesn't explain how you put it into the coffin and then lift the coffin up. But you know, whatever. You really can't explain it?
I foresaw that argument would come to this, so I have prepared a witness.
Oh, good. This is what I've been waiting for. Bring it. Bring the witness. I cannot wait to read this bitch, even though I'm the one that voices her. Yeah, thank you, Quattro. I love that someone else acknowledges. I've not been able to get the okay out of my mind, because I use that emoji more than any other emoji. Fun fact. So whenever I see him do that, I'm like, okay.
The sass that comes with doing this.
It also makes me think of that guy from Apollo Justice. No, it was Dual Destinies. He was a teacher. The statue-looking motherfucker who would like pause and then like creepily smile and go, okay.
Yeah, that fucker.
Well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor.
It's really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial.
And I'm very humble, too. He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he?
No. It's pretty hard to believe.
It's bullshit, actually.
It is. It's absolutely bullshit.
Excuse me, but may I step down? Please.
Well, yes, I suppose you may.
One moment, Detective Sky.
I'm sorry for, the way I handled all of this.
You answered everything perfectly. Your testimony was invaluable.
It was?
Yes, you served well as a detective and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably.
Okay.
You will be rewarded for your fine work.
Oh. Thank you.
I hope we can work together again in the future. Emma seems bewildered and unexpected by praise.
I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him.
Oh, for sure. He seems like a cool dude.
You know, unless he's super convinced that someone's guilty or whatever, and then
Yeah.
his religion gets in the way, and it's real weird and awkward for everyone. Hey, Seraph, what's up?
Hi, Seraph. Ah, religion.
Now then, let's call the next witness.
Bringing people together
Since the Crusades. No, wait, before that. Sorry. Here we go, bitch. Which one is it? I don't know.
Witness, please state your name.
Please staple yourself.
Please state your name and occupation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm a lagomorphing illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bonnie DeFam. I can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you.
That's not what you're here to do, bitch.
Right?
Please, witness, there is a time and a place for all things, including magic.
Aww. But it would be okay if I do just a little magic, right? Come on, please. Look, everyone is waiting. Now's my chance to shine.
That is your second time.
My second time doing what?
There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our preparatory meeting, correct?
Oh,
Is no one exempt from His Holiness's rosary of suffering?
Apparently not. She's real cute. It sucks that she's so cute.
Well, I wonder if it's one of those situations too, where it's like, where it is like an Iris and
Iris and Dahlia, or
Dahlia.
one of them is real sweet but real stupid.
yeah,
I love Iris, but she's real stupid.
she real stupid. I also don't like Iris particularly.
I like Iris, but she's real stupid.
I don't hate Iris though. That's the difference. I don't like Iris, but I don't hate Iris.
I like her.
She's just kind of like, she there.
I think she's sweet and she really loves Phoenix. She just like has that weird mentality where she's like, but this person's my twin, so even if they might be fucked up, I love them anyway because they're my twin. I'd do anything for them because they're my twin.
I agree that she loves Phoenix, but in my personal opinion, I don't like her because she's too weak-willed.
Oh, she's super weak-willed.
And, like, that might sound mean of me, but
that's like a human thing. There are plenty of weak-willed people.
Well, no, I'm
you
a
know.
weak-willed person.
Me too.
But, like, there's a point where weak-willedness becomes just, like, there's a point where being weak-willed becomes supporting
Oh yeah.
negativity.
Yeah. Well, and I see a lot of that in family members of mine that I love, but also like have been complicit or even supportive inadvertently to things that are not cool
Yeah.
just because of that. But I still love them despite that, and I think it's a very human thing.
It is, but it's like one
I
of
don't
those
excuse
things-
it, and I think it's there's like the hope. I think it's like unsaid, but most people hope that after that case that Iris does actually Iris is sentenced to
Well, yeah, no,
like
prison time.
yeah, for
Sure.
fucking whatever, helping.
Accessory.
Yes, accessory. Thank you. I was like, what the fuck is the word? Yeah, definitely like accessory. And it's like unspoken, but I think most people believe that, you know, she comes out of that and like gets better or whatever. Especially since her twin's not in the picture anymore. I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, Iris is better now. Like, after a long period of time.
She might be better now, but I don't... When you're so weak-willed to the point that you're supporting or enabling bad behavior, I'm not about it.
I'm not either.
And I say that as a person who used to be that.
Yeah, I don't endorse it. I just see some familiar things in it from people that I knew, and I'm like, I don't support this. It's bad. But also, I'm sympathetic to a point where I can believe that you'll be better, and I like you still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Quattro.
For me, I'm at the
sorry
point...
about the bad news. But we love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Sleep. Get less, or not sleep, I guess. Yeah, it's like, you can still love people despite their bad traits. I mean, that everybody does.
Yeah, no, for sure. But,
it's like when you see a person in an abusive relationship and they're, like, complicit and enabling their abuser, and you're like, get out of there! And then, like, they don't. And you're like, I love you, but, like, why are you doing this to yourself? Kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, you still love that person, even though they're being an absolute fucking idiot. That's how I feel about Iris.
I guess that's similar to how I feel about Iris, except I don't have that, like, familial or emotional connection.
I guess
so,
it's like
because I see her as like just like objectively, like as a character, she frustrates me. So I'm like, I get that you're a good person. I don't knock that she's a good person. She is a good person. I just think that she's frustrating.
Yeah, no, she's frustrating. I think that I just get my attachment to how she is for Phoenix and how Phoenix feels about her. And I'm just like, it's gonna be cool eventually. You need to work on yourself, and then you'll come back and it'll be all cool. I mean, she never does come back, as far as I know, unless Iris shows up later in this fucking game, which is the newest game. So
I'm also not a Phoenix Iris shipper.
Well, yes, that's true.
I don't ship that. It's not my ship.
That's fine.
But, I mean, it's some people's ship, which I'm totally about. I'm about everyone shipping who they want to ship.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not like I hate Iris. I don't hate Iris.
I don't love her either, but I do like her.
I think that she is a good person. I think that she is weak-willed and misguided.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
And I don't ship her with Phoenix.
I kind of do. Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of gay ships in this series.
Oh, no, it's not anything to do with gayness, because my number one ship for this series is a hetero ship.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like,
me too.
My number one ship for the series will always be Mia and Godot. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. It's real good.
It is the best. 100% the best ship in this fucking game. It is well, I say that, again, personally. It's my OTP.
I feel like a lot of people share that, though, because it's basically acknowledged.
It's my OTP.
If it's an actual couple, is it an OTP?
It's not officially stated, but it's it's heavily implied to the point where it's basically acknowledged. But it's not like,
I mean,
how did that fucking happen? I didn't hit anything.
I mean, you don't officially see them go on a date, but he admits being in love with her.
Yeah, but like you don't get the confirmation that they were like an item. Anyways, once you're recovered from your disappointment.
Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her. But I guess I have to, don't I?
As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I hate her. I loathe her. I can't stand that Trucy right. Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So, this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves.
Sure, you're a real fan, all right. Of destroying Trucy, you mean?
I can't believe that Apollo hasn't put it together. I'm disappointed in Apollo for not putting this shit together.
Oh, Apollo's an idiot, but I love him.
Yeah, I love him too.
I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Reyes. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if she used a stage lift. Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
So you have no authority to speak. You didn't see it.
Yeah, that's why she uses language like, it must have been.
You are on stage the whole time. And you're sure about that. There is no question the entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she is shown clearly in the TV show footage as well.
Do they have any subtle physical difference that we could tell?
I don't know. Maybe that will become more glaringly obvious later on.
With like Apollo's power?
Bracelet, yeah.
Yeah.
But as for right now, the only difference I can tell is they're very different facials.
Yeah, their facial expressions or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Reyes, not little old me.
Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim understage is the accused. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady
Could have lifted a body and a coffin, but not really put the body into the coffin. But whatever.
could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty.
Outside of the coffin.
Outside of putting the body in the coffin.
Whatever.
You gotta be kidding me.
Seriously, you've got to be kidding me.
Very well. Well, the defense may now cross-examine the witness, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why the logic seems a little bit off on this one, but whatever. I guess you could use a lift to lift a body up on stage and a coffin up on stage, and somehow they just merge together.
Yes. They just attract like magnets.
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, my press button is off, I think. Wait.
Hold it!
Aha! It's not. It's just a different than what it should be.
You said you're a huge fan of Trucy's, isn't that right?
Oh, yes. I even became a magician just because I wanted to be just like her. The first time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar. You remember that from Apollo Justice?
I do.
She was only in junior high back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence. And then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile. And then her dad played piano. It was awful.
She certainly sounds like she means all of that. So finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right?
Oh, yes. After all, that was my chance to have her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician. Oh, look at the bunny! But then that horrible accident happened.
It was not an accident, it was a murder.
If you say so. Wait. No. I don't know what you're asking, Brigo. I would love to know, but I don't know what you're saying.
Witness, please explain, if you would. How a small young woman such as Trucy Wright could have raised the body.
Alright.
Hold it!
I still don't... whatever, we'll see.
What makes you think it was possible? It's not like you tried it yourself, right?
Well,
Actually, we did try it out for ourselves.
What, really?
You did? Detective Sky, if you would.
Oh, you said I was done being on the stand. So that's why you made me do that.
Detective Sky, what did he have you do?
The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with the stage lift. He didn't ask me to put it inside a coffin, for the record. Without a single word of explanation as to why he was making me do it.
You're kidding.
I'm really not. It's as if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments.
Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
More like haughty, right? With a body, but also haughty. In both senses.
I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean?
No. No. Oh shit. Whoa. Hold it! Sorry, my buttons are all wrong.
Is what possible? Could Trucy really have what, Ms. DeFane? Please finish your sentence.
Well,
Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it. Why not tell this court what you really believe?
what I really believe? Well, of course I don't believe that Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But taking all the facts into account, what else can I think?
I know of at least 3 unflattering things you really think about Trucy.
Sum it up.
How can you attack this girl when she's obviously speaking with reserve?
Man, whatever. Oh, hey, Smash. It hasn't been 2 months. It's been like, well, we played it recently, but other than that, it's been like a month. Yeah, that's true. I've missed it, though.
There is such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such a basic thing. Kids today.
Looking at me like that isn't going to help me stick my foot in my mouth any less, Your Honor. Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to lift the dead body.
All right.
Why is Nayuda in San Fran Tokyo courts? I don't think we know that yet. We know he's from Crane, but I don't think we know why he chose to practice outside of his country.
I think they just said that he was on a trip or something.
Well, they're implying that Apollo and him know each other, but we don't know why. That was implied. Apollo acted like he knew.
The name?
Maybe more than the name, I don't know. They seemed to act as if they were familiar, albeit kind of grudgingly. So there might be something there, and we just don't know yet. This is only the second case, so there's obviously some, like, connecting threads in the plot, like deep lore that we don't know yet.
Okay.
Shit, I keep ignoring that.
And this is the first time we're playing a Phoenix Wright game where we both don't know the outcome.
Oh, yeah. All the other Phoenix Wright games that we've played before, I've at least played them, but this is blind for both of us, so we don't know what's going on yet. No spoilers, please.
Stage 2 lift.
Yeah.
You mean the stage lift shown here on the left?
With that ridiculously fast rat that we could not select. I saw him for a second there. Like, that guy is ridiculous, you know.
That's right. With a stage lift, I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body onto the stage by itself.
And so that makes her a murderer, in your opinion?
Of course not. I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers.
Father, how long is she gonna keep this act up?
Apollo, you're real dumb.
Defense, what position will stage lift number 2 in after the show? Let's see, if I recall, it was in the fully raised position.
So, you know, we know she used it, but like...
And the reason why it was fully raised is because the accused used it to lift the victim's body, wouldn't you agree?
No. This is the second case, including the long intro case. Yes. The case with Phoenix, which was the longest tutorial case in any Phoenix Wright game, I think. It was very long.
It was very long.
This is the second case. This is the case after that.
Feel free to slowly mull it over. Roast feelings of hell, you evil red pepper.
Wow.
So now I'm also evil?
I think this is the last statement is the one that we're gonna get her at.
You didn't have a single spare moment to slip down into the other stage passage.
Huh? Don't tell me you suspect me now.
I'm just trying to do my job by fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes.
You gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right there in the footage. Did you not see? I don't know what that said, but I'm assuming I was insulting your eyes.
Mr. Vam, are you feeling all right? You seem suddenly different.
Oh, oops. Where did that come from, right? Oh my, I seemed to have snapped there for a second, didn't I?
You didn't just snap, you broke character just now.
In any case, I was on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right? My dazzling and flawless performance.
Flawless? That's odd considering what you told me.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
You said that you made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat.
Mr. Vam, is what the defense? What is the defense referring? I can read.
Well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him to the left of the coffin. But I flipped it up and I made him stand to the right of the coffin instead.
And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage loops around.
I feel really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goo.
Darn it! I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony.
Really? Like none?
Now do you know who the real killer is? Come on, Gramps. Don't just sit there. Hand down your ruling pronto. Do it quick before you keel over up there.
Wow, fucking...
I beg your fucking pardon?
Oops. Oh, what's gotten into me? I'm so sorry.
I give her another 5 minutes before she tears off that mask. Well, defense. Are you ready to let it all go now?
No.
Of course not. I'll never give up. I see. I suppose this too is fate.
Whatever you call it, I guess.
The sacred scriptures of Kiranism describe a variety of hells for the damned.
And they're all fake.
For someone like you who struggles ceaselessly against his fate, Popple bullshit.
Make whatever. Bullshit. Popple bullshit.
Seems most appropriate. People bull what? Oh, wait, that's Kiranese.
Still, though. Definitely sounds like that.
What sort of terrible place is people bullshit?
A place where the more one struggles, the further one falls into the abyss.
It's like Berserk.
Well,
It's like your guts from Berserk all the time.
at the bottom of the abyss, a ferocious beast awaits. If it's an abyss, it doesn't have a bottom.
Yeah. That's literally the definition of an abyss. But whatever.
Think of it as something akin to a Tillion's sandpit trap.
Or an antlion.
Antlion.
Close enough.
Oh, well, there's one of those in my backyard.
Wow. Furnace Tell is closer to home than I thought.
Now then, it would appear that the witness's testimony supports the prosecution's claims conveniently that the defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim on the stage.
How are we supposed to get out of this jam?
Hey, Apollo? If you can't find any contradictions, maybe it's time to use analytical psychology.
Yeah, sure. You mean...
I heard some discord in Bonnie's voice while she was testifying.
Fuck
She's
yeah.
practically a mess. See? Widget is picking up on all the noise in her heart, too.
That's right. Athena can hear things others can't with her super sensitive hearing.
Which is real relatable.
She can hear the emotions people suppress as a kind of noise or discord in their voices. All right, Athena. Let's give it a try.
You got it! Hold it! Put that gavel down. I'm afraid that our witness, Miss DeFam, is suffering under terrible traumatic stress due to this horrible incident.
She is?
Yes, what with that terrible death on stage. And her beloved Trucy getting arrested, she's under awful strain and shock. In fact, I don't know how much more she can take before she's unfit to testify.
Oh, well, I've heard of that. What is it called? Postal stress disorder, right? When a person becomes uncontrollably angry. I think I read about it somewhere.
That's going postal, Your Honor. This is PTSD.
Oh my. So that's why the witness acts so hostile at times, as if she were a different person.
Well, that could be possible, but not in this case. But sure, we'll go with it. And I think her condition is clouding her memory of the incident. Therefore, I suggest a short therapy session for the witness. What, you got something against therapy? What's going on, bitch?
Huh? Therapy? You don't know the first thing about a magician's mental strength. I've risked my life jumping through rings of fire and having my body sawn in half. See? Boy, I have to watch my temper, don't I?
Look at that cute bunny. How many bunnies does she go through? Too many. How many bunnies' lives?
Miss Lakes, do whatever you can to help this unfortunate young lady.
And what exactly is this child planning to do, Mr. Justice?
Why don't you just ask me in my fucking face, asshole?
In their super sensitive hearing, Miss Sykes can hear a witness's true emotions. Simply from the tone and inflection, she can tell exactly what a person is feeling.
Does that threaten you and your perfect ability to figure out the outcome of a trial, or? I can even pick out feelings that a witness is trying to suppress or hide. Widget projects the emotions I hear into the mood matrix where I can analyze them.
Sounds like some sort of spurious devilry. Though I find it hard to believe, I must ask. How do emotions constitute evidence?
Emotions have an impact on witness testimony.
Well, while I won't say that emotions can be taken as evidence per se, I have seen how instrumental Miss Sykes' work has been in cracking a case. Therefore, I only support giving it a try.
I see. If you are in favor of it, Your Honor, then I have no objections. Even this mere monk can see that something disturbs the witness.
Why did you object to it in the first place?
Well, because he had to put it out there that his religion is against it.
Whatever. I'll disturb you. Thank you for understanding, Prosecutor Sadmahi. Apollo, you remember how to conduct a therapy session, right?
Absolutely not.
I do.
You want me to lead a session?
Of course. You're the lead on this case, after all. I mean, I know how to do it.
Fair enough, but do I need a refresher?
Nope.
No. Just messing. I think I still remember from the last time, so let's get right into it.
Okie dokie. You ready, Widget? Sure. Let's do this. I think this is a good place to call it.
Oh yeah?
If it lets us. What time is it?
Oh jeez,
Yeah, this is a good place to call it.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave off on a point where we would pick up and immediately be like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So let's give a nice save. And find us a lovely host for the night. Thank you guys so much, as always, for hanging out for Ace Attorney. I'm not gonna lie, man. The first case was a little shaky for me.
It was a little boring.
It was a lot. Well, it was boring, but it needed to be because it introduced a lot of new mechanics.
For sure.
So there was a lot to go over, and there was a lot of exposition to set up what was, because obviously the Kurinese theme is going to be throughout the game. Maya's gonna show up. It's gonna be real emotional.
I do know one spoiler about this game, but I won't say it.
Okay, good, because like I don't know anything other than the fact that the Bonnies are twins and that Maya will show up.
I know. I will say I know no details about the spoiler that I know, but I know one spoiler.
Okay. I don't know anything other than what I just said. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know. But this is the first time that I've played an Ace Attorney game since before we started streaming. Since way before we started streaming. Since like 2013.
Yeah.
So I'm real excited. I love this series so much. It means a lot to me. So I'm really excited to play through this with you. To share this experience.
Me too. And I actually really like the games that I have played. I've come to love these characters. I love this series a lot.
And I love that people that have been lurking and hanging out and stuff like that know this game haven't said anything. That means a lot that you guys haven't that you guys have been really like passengers like along for this. Yes. And I want to reiterate that I appreciate you guys and being super nice about not saying anything. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to this very soon, sometime this week. And in the meantime, we're gonna find us a nice host, and we will see you guys not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're off.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys on Wednesday
But yeah.
for probably this and other things. I don't know what else, but I would love to do this again. We'll see. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Either way.
sure.
And we love you. And
Yeah.
stuff. Good night.
Good night, guys.